There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Green Bay Packers. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Carr going to throw right away.
Underneath for Miller.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
1,000-yard rusher for the first time last year. This is Jamar Williams.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss result.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Kenny Clark able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here first and 10.
At about the 32.
A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The throw over the middle taken in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Play action this time with Love.
Towards the middle and caught by Musgrave.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Love now to pass on first down.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. They go back to the ground with Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Love. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Alontae Taylor drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
A 57-yard attempt.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan run on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one lines up incomplete.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? It used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you've got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. And they'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams to the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's Carr now going to fake the jet sweep and throw off play action. And this one incomplete. I couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Gary was proving his 2021 was no fluke. Had 6 sacks in 9 games before a torn ACL ended his 2022 early. Looks like he's back in full form with plays like that.
And his kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Nathan Shepard in there to make the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Love now on second down.
That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. Still going inside the 20.
That's a Packers touchdown.
Jaden Reed,
85 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
In motion right, Olave.
They begin the drive with Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now the Saints' third-round pick back in April. It's Kendre Miller. And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Here's Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Miller. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. On first down, Carr. Finding Miller once more, complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Slant pass complete to Olave. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Shotgun now for Carr. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Final play of the half, Love. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have the control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Throwing. Love. Throw caught by Musgrave. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun. Love. Quick slant to Watson. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
First down, Love to pass. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Play fake. Here's Love. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now the fourth-year man from BC, it's A.J. Dillon. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6.
Now Carr.
He'll find Shaheed out to the right.
Fighting through it. He's got space. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Carr.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Again, it's Carr.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
To throw, it's Carr. Here's a diving catch right side. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Juwan Johnson
with an amazing diving catch.
And the Saints have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Dennis Allen going to go for 2 here. He's leaving his offense out on the field.
Carr will look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And he returns this to the 22. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Off the play fake, Love.
That's to the tight end, Musgrave.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3.
Up the middle, Jones. There he goes, left side. And all the way down to the 29.
63 yards rushing now, 8 carries for him so far.
He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you?
Time.
We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 4.
It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
On second down, Dillon.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
He's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2. Love with it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Tucker Kraft
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Packers have taken a 4th quarter lead.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Love throwing for it.
It's complete, and he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3.
Back out there now to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10.
At their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Olave holds it in. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Carr now on 1st down. On the right side, this is Miller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
This is 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. And that is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here's 2nd down. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Slant pass complete to Olave. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18.
And the Saints 1st down.
Carr now on 1st down. That's caught by Johnson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 6 coming up. Carr to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked his special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Looking deep here for Dobbs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And in a spot like this, a tie game late, if you can hit on one of these home run balls, it could win you the ball game. But, boy, you run the risk of an interception, and that could be what loses you the game. So a lot riding on every play. That one, incomplete.
On third down, here's Jones. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And taken right on the 30.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
They're on the outskirts of field goal range here in a tie game with a little time. So how do you handle this? What do you do here, Charles?
Everybody wants to pick up as much yardage as possible, but the weird part is for field goal kickers, being in really close sometimes puts more pressure on them because it's much more of a position kick as opposed to just going ahead and letting it out and letting it thump. A lot of guys like a little bit of distance because you know they can handle it, and it's a more natural swing of the leg.
So maybe getting inside the 20, not that big of a deal.
Not that huge of a deal. Sometimes that messes you up with the angles depending on which hash mark you're kicking from.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And guy's man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.